Hi, my friends. I do hope that you find these episodes on NLP useful. In the last episode, I ended up saying that there is a difference between manipulation and modification. If you see an external behavior, do you think it is simply external? Or do you think that the behavior has some roots? For that matter, anything that is seen outside, if it is just an external manifestation, you can remove it easily. Let's say that there is a pole fixed on a ground. If the pole is just balancing, you can easily remove it. But if the pole is driven into the ground, it is difficult. In fact, if the pole is driven deeply, the more deeply it is embedded, the more difficult it is to take it out. So, in the case of human behavior also, what you see outside a person is just an external manifestation of his mind. I told you some time back, like you have parts of the brain, you also have parts of the mind. Feelings, emotions, attitude, habits are some of the functions of the mind. If the behavior is driven by these factors, it is difficult to replace. Human behavior cannot be removed like what we remove a file in a computer, Alt, Control, Delete. And so we need to understand how NLP becomes relevant in dealing with an external behavior. Either you want to bring about a change in the behavior, or you want the behavior to be stopped. So, let's see what the difference between manipulation and modification. Manipulation is bringing about a temporary change in the behavior of a person. In my counseling session, I get people with various problems. For example, a person is addicted to smoking. And the person will say, I tried giving up smoking, but I'm not able to do it consistently. Threats, rewards, are some of the ways in which a behavior can be manipulated. In a school situation, punishment of a child brings about some change. But the tendency is to go back to the old pattern of behavior. This is manipulation. Let me give another example. Let us take a rubber band. You pull it, you hold it, there is a tension there. The moment you release the rubber band goes back to its original shape. There is tension, both for the rubber band and for the person who is holding it. This is manipulation. But a modification is something permanent, something which is done with the consent of the individual. That's why convincing the mind of the person is very, very important. You need to convince him that the behavior which is sought to be changed is going to be helpful to him. You need to convince this person that by giving up smoking, he is not pleasing his family members. He is not helping the society to become pollution free. He needs to be convinced that giving up smoking is in his own interest. That's why modification is more difficult. NLP tries to modify the person's behavior with his consent. A lot of discussions have to take place. You try to change the belief system of the person. For example, person comes with the belief system that unless I smoke, I'm not going to feel relaxed. We need to talk to him that is there any other way to feel relaxed? So NLP is about modifying a person's behavior, habits, and not forcing him to give up something. Let us discuss more about it in the next episodes to follow.